Hi and welcome to This Family Loves. Today I'm going to show you how we make our tomato trellis. We've got the one completed here and we've just planted some tomatoes, so we're going to build another one here. Let me show you what you need. So to get started with this project, we're going to need some timber. We need 6 bits of timber. These are 2.4 2x2s, treated. We're going to need a screwdriver, some screws. We've gone for 70mm ones so they go through and go through there as well. A spirit level, a saw, some scissors and some string. I've got enough cut from the last one I did, so it knows how I want to space that apart. I'm going to want to space it here and here so we can join this on the side for a bit more support. Let's start. We're going to have to clear a bit of this wood chip away so we can screw into the panel. Next up, I'm going to guide drill a couple of screws into the wood to make it easier. At this point, I'm not going through the wood. I'm just putting it in the wood started, so I can pull one up, drill it in, level it with the spirit level, and then screw the other one in. I know I want to have that here, so I'm going to push that down in my frame, and I'm going to do the top. Well, I'm going to do the bottom screw first. And that's secured it now to our wooden frame. We can put the spirit level on and we can rotate until we're level. So we've got a bubble in the middle, and what we can do is, now we know that's vertical. Now I'm going to do the other side. Get 2 more screws and a bit of wood. And now the offcut we had earlier, I'm going to put that down so we know where to drill our screws. Yet again, just starting these off, not going through the wood, but making it easier so we don't have to hold the wood in place. So there we go. So that's got a level. Yeah, again, what I'm going to do, just attach the first screw to kind of pull it in tight. Now that's tight on the frame, I can move back onto leveling. So as before, all I'm doing is just getting that bubble in the middle. Perfect. So we can do the other screw. And then what I can do now is attach the brace. I'm going to put the screw in first. I reckon about here. So level it up, flush with the end, and we screw it in. And what you want to do here is grab your spirit level again, and you want to get this bit level. keeping it flush with the end of the plank, bubble in the middle. And there we go. That's one side done completely. As you can see, that was really quick. Time for the other side. So as before, we're going to need to clear a bit of wood chip. So we're just going to pull back just enough to kind of get some access to the screws. And as before, let's run 2 screws in either side above, so not next to each other. You want them vertically like that. So you can adjust one on the pivot point and then screw the top one in to secure it in place. Now we do the same on the other side. Now we've got our wood in the position we want. It's time to tighten up one screw. I find the bottom one easier to do first. There you go. That doesn't even move on one screw, but you can go at the spirit level. And that's it. Level. All we need to do now is just lock it in with the top screw. And it's time for the other side. So I'm going to make sure it's flush that side. Line this up flush this side. And then get the first screw in. Then, as before, we're going to attach the frame or the brace to the frame. I'll drill the screws in first, hold it in position and drill. As before, I'm going to hold it up to the edge of this bit of wood, screw it in, then get my level, just level this bit, and there we have it. That's our 2 sides done. Now what I didn't do was bring a tape measure with me. So I'm actually going to lay the wood down on the frame and then mark where I need to cut. So I know it's going to go to the end of the frame and just to the inside of the frame too. So now that has given me a line with the cut, so I'm going to take it over here and cut it. So I'm just carefully resting it on the edge to cut. I didn't want to do it in my tomato frame, so I've done it in the empty one. Right, that's given us the length we need to go on the top. And I'm going to do exactly the same with this. So put that on there. Hold that in place. And mark where I want to cut. And there we have it. 2 bits of wood, the right length, with no tape measure. Now what I'm going to do next is pre-drill the screws into the wood before I get up there and affix it. That's one side. And the other side. Excuse the noise, we've got one of the neighbours streaming, but we're not going to stop him doing that, are we? So now we've got these pre-drilled and with the screws in them, it's time to get them up there. So while I can reach to the top of it, I can't get up high enough to screw it. So I'm going to stand on the wobbly chair on the wood chip path. So what I want to do is get that level with the end and just square on and drill all the way in. So same with this end. I'll pull this level and across and then drive that screw in. Now we know it's level. And then we're going to do the same with the front now. Right, as the other side, I'm just going to put this up there. And then get on my nice wobbly chair to tighten it up. Probably should get a ladder down here, but right, so that's it. The 2 top bits attached. Side support's done. Right, what we need next is the string and our scissors. And we're going to tie a string to the top and drop it down to where our tomato plant is. Going to need the chair again for this. Such fun. And don't want to damage the tomato plant, so just going to make it roughly the right length, and then tie it on. Once we have the string tied to the top, all I'm going to do is thread it down the tomato plant, see where I need to kind of cut it roughly, and that gives me the right length. So I want it quite tight, and what I'm going to do is attach one of these little stem clips. The trick is with these is they have a little fold in them there, and you put the string in there and that holds them in place on the string. So I'm going to put them under there and just under the first arm, and then I'm going to do another one at the top. Above there. So that's kind of holding that in place now. So let's get on with the other lot. I'm not going to bore you talking you through every bit of string I tie. So what I do is I just let you watch me in time lapse. Right, that tomato actually has 2 stems, so I'm going to put 2 bits of string down. Right, that's all the strings attached to this side. I'm going to go along, hook the tomatoes up, and then show you what it's like when it's done. And there we have it. Easy tomato trellis for not a lot of money. It's about £12 for all the wood. And that's it. The string was free, and a big bag of tomato clips on Amazon for about £4. It's going to last me all season and next season, so can't complain. I finished this side. Why don't you go and plan to do yours? And I'll see you in the next video. Until next time, see you later.